Good afternoon, friends. Today we are starting our new project with the company Steen, and we bought this wonderful model for this project. It's called Maxima. This is an analog of a very popular model in Europe, which is called PRG8. If we translate it, it will mean a bee. If you remember, we had an ant, which we showed to you not so long ago. In Europe, it's a bee, and in India, it's Maxima, the model Maxima, which is produced by the company Bajaj. Why have we taken this model? It is produced with multi-million batches, and today it's not electrified in India. And we recently got some messages from New Delhi, and it was clear that by 2025 they are going to electrify all tricycles like that, to use electric traction for them. So we want to propose our option. I think that it is a very successful one. Today this is an electric motor with combined winding Slavyanka. Why so? Because it's very economical, and in this case we can use not only the battery, we can also use a solar panel. Let's start with disassembly of this tricycle. We will show how we will disassemble it, and we will show you our model, which does not have any analogs in the world. Let's go! Dear partners, we have some good news for you. This amazing machine, Bajaj Maxima, was remade. It used to have a diesel motor. Now it has an electronic one. We will now drive it. We will show you the solar panel, the motor, the battery, the controller, how we did it and why we did it. I will now tell you why it is this very model. This tricycle model is the most common one in the world, and it is used as commercial small vehicles. In India alone, there are 1 billion tricycles like that, and by Indian law, within the next 5 years, all these tricycles must become electrified. That's why we created a kit for this model. In order not to use any brackets, not to use any openings, we just take it and we modernize it to make an electric version out of it. It has just arrived from the plant. It's all covered with film. We did not change anything. The gas handle is there from the plant, the battery is there. It is responsible for headlights, for turn signals, for klaxon horn. We have installed 2 relays. This is reverse gear, forward gear, ecological and non-ecological modes, and here we see the charge of the battery. The gearbox is in place. Now we are using the 5th gear, and otherwise you can use any one, the first, the second, the third one. This is what it looks like from the interior. Let's go! You see it's now on the 5th gear, and the motor 90S is coping easily with that. The original speedometer is working correctly. It used to show the volume of the fuel. Now we don't need any fuel for that. The headlights, the turn signals, the cigarette lighter, everything is working correctly on the original systems that used to be there. Let's go. By the way, it is capable of high maneuvering. Did you see how it turned on the spot? So this commercial transport is used in many countries all over. In Russia people are not used to it, but in countries such as India and even in Europe they use it a lot. In Europe they use them for ambulant coffee houses, for bakeries. They make them in such tricycles, and it is the first tricycle which uses solar panels, and we will see in the further tests how it will just drive using the solar panel energy without even using its lithium battery. Friends, this is the chief engineer who created this wonder. His name is Vitaly. We are now looking at this kit. This is what it looks like, and Vitaly will tell us about it. We installed it using all the basic openings. We did not change anything, we did not drill anything, we did not weld anything on. Vitaly, what is this motor? How did you install it? This is an Induction 3 kilowatt motor. It's modernized. We took off the diesel motor, and then we put just an electric motor on the adapter plate using the bushing. So the gearbox is the standard one, and then you just put the 90S motor. Right, we did not drill anything, we did not remake anything, we did not cut any thread. Everything is just like original. So the diesel motor just used to be there. How much space did it take? It took all the space here. So it became lighter, and there is more room there. Well, we don't know why we actually need that room, but it's lighter, it's good. The diesel one, it made a lot of sounds, it stuttered, and you needed to change liquids. It even has special light, special source of light for maintenance, you know, to put it out in a more convenient way. As far as I understand, it will now need much less maintenance. I don't think that it will ever need maintenance. You will just need to change oil in the box. And the box is operating as well, right? Yes, and all the 5 gears are there. And as far as I understand, this is the controller box. And it is a transformer, an adapter. It's for the solar panel to charge the battery, right? And the charger of the original battery from our battery. And this huge battery, it is for 54 ampere hours. Okay, so, and all this kit, it's the motor, the controller, and the battery, right? It all makes up a kit. Right, and once again, it's all designed in such a way that we take a similar model, we take out the motor, we don't drill, we don't saw anything, we don't change anything, and we just install it all there in a very reliable way. Absolutely. What about protection from dust and from humidity? It's all by IT65. It means that even if it rains, even if it snows, there won't be any short circuits. Yes, as I see, it's all wonderfully done. We took into account exploitation conditions, operation conditions, even in our climate, without even speaking of warm countries. So it used to be a diesel motor, but was there any information about the bearing capacity? The documents 500, 700 kilos. Is it true that this small motor will be able to do the same thing? Absolutely, without any problem at all. We kept the original gears on the gearbox, and you can choose the optimal gear depending on the conditions for this motor to operate in the most convenient way. If you need to go rapidly, then it's the 5th gear. If there is a lot of cargo, a lot of load, it will be the 1st, the 2nd gear, and it will be easy to drive. So it actually started to drive better with this new kit. It is a module mode, and if something breaks down, it means that we can replace the motor, the brackets, we can fix it right in the box. Everything is as convenient as possible for the end users who will be able to change something themselves. It's all accessible. Absolutely, you can change everything without any problem at all. You don't need to have any particular skills to repair it, you just need to read the instructions. Vitaly, this vehicle was rather designed for India and it's not very common here. And they have a different climate. It's very hot, very humid there. What about heat? Can anything break down if it's very hot outside? I don't think so. All the constitutive elements, they were designed for the heat, and the motor won't overheat either. It does not overheat. And this is a separate radiator for electronics, right? It's there. And there is no forced cooling. It doesn't need it. No, it doesn't. Where we need forced cooling for charging, it is there. It is installed there. I have seen some other elements inside. What are they? They are controllers of solar panels. Okay, solar panels controllers are in the cab, and the charger is in the cab. Everything that does not like humidity and water and dust, we put all of that in the cab. So nothing is to suffer from the conditions. Everything which is outside can be frozen, can be humidified, right, and everything which is fragile is hidden in the cab. I see that there are wires from solar panel here. Is there a real possibility for us to remove this huge battery from here and just to take energy from the solar panel and just go? We can't really do without the without the battery at all, because there must be a small unit there. The solar panel will not provide the necessary current for the vehicle to start off. It needs current to start off. And then, when the vehicle has started off, when it is driving, then the solar panel will be sufficient to provide all the necessary energy. Theoretically, it is possible not to charge this battery at all if we are on the sunny side. Absolutely. It will be without motion for some time, and it will be charging. When it is driving, it is charging as well. At any time, whether it is going, driving, or not moving anything, the solar panel charges our main battery. Vitaly, it seems to be very profitable for commercial use, for taxi drivers, for delivery people. They will save a lot of money, not just on diesel, but also on electricity, right? Delivery people, for example, he or she has arrived, and while everything is unloaded, the main battery is charged from the solar panel. Same goes for taxi drivers. While they're waiting, the battery is charged. According to calculations, there won't be any need to use the socket, but still you installed it there. Yes, just in case, you know, there are different situations that may occur. I've heard a story that when pizza delivery people started to use electric vehicles, they just had a second salary. They just took the money that was meant for fuel, right, for fuel and for maintenance, for servicing. Servicing is very expensive, and this one does not need any servicing at all. At all. No. The motor doesn't need any maintenance. Just change oil in the box, but you know how often it must be changed, just once a year at most. Look, this is a lithium iron phosphate battery. And what if this vehicle is used in India and they want to install a lead battery? Is it possible? Yes, absolutely. For example, they don't want to use this thing and they want to install a lead battery, and all the system will be working all the same? Yes, it will be working all the same. that's just great. I know that in India they like lead batteries. They all use lead batteries. You can save on batteries. It's just that maybe they will not have such a long life and you will have to replace them more often. And these ones, they serve for a long time and there are big warranties. Okay, that's clear. Friends, look how huge this solar panel is. We now have very like small winter sun, but there are still 44 volts from each side of the panel, and by calculations it will drive without charging of the battery, so this solar panel must suffice. They are our Russian solar panels, but the kit actually means installing any solar panels, Indian, Chinese ones. We have just taken the Russian one because it's more convenient. This is the first day when this wonder left the shop floor. We drove around a little bit, we made a little review, we have seen what is inside, what is outside. In the near future, please expect a big review. We will speak about all the technical characteristics, how much it accelerated, how much it could cover using one charge, without solar panels, with solar panels. There will be a big review. Please wait for it. And that's it for now.
Good evening, dear participants. Hope you can see and hear me clearly. My name is Dmitry. I'm the host for English-speaking webinars for Solar Group company Duyunov's Motors project. Let me just open the slides for tonight's presentation. It's going to be, of course, the Duyunov's Motors project, investment project. And also, I hope you're all doing fine. Please write in chat from which country you're connecting with us tonight. And I hope also that we will respond as much questions from your side as possible. So we have several presentations. One of presentation is called, and tonight's presentation is going to be called the presentation on the project Duyunov's Motors. And we have a second presentation about the partnership program, where we explain exactly how you can benefit from this program and how you can take part in that program and earn online using the Duyunov's Motors project. So let's speak about in details about this Duyunov's Motors project, what advantages it has, what it's all about. We have a lot of induction motors in the world today. The induction motors plays a really important place in our world. We use it in all the appliances, in electrical appliances, in household appliances, machinery, industry, you name it, in a lot of different sectors. They are used, and also it accounts for a majority of the electric motor in the world. So induction motors plays a very important part in the in the motors overall in the world, and also it accounts for 60% of world electrical energy is consumed by these induction electric motors. There are more than 10,000 types of induction motors in the world, and 7 billion motors are annually produced and undergo overhaul as well. So we have almost 11 induction motors per each inhabitant of the world. Please also write me in chat if you can see me and hear me clearly. We're also streaming live on our YouTube channel called Duyunov's Webinars, and hopefully we're also live on our Facebook page, duyunov.official. From time to time we have some technical difficulties, so if you didn't catch this webinar, please write to your national representative, or please contact our online site, solargroup.pro, and you will find the past events, past webinars, this one and the one before that. So hopefully you can all tune in and as many people as possible get to know about the Duyunov Motors project and its opportunities it gives to us today. So who is Dmitry Alexandrovich Duyunov? Dmitry Alexandrovich Duyunov is actually the developer and one of the leading engineers in this company, in Solmash company. And also he is the developer of the combined winding technology, which he called Slavyanka technology. He is one of the founders also of the Russian enterprise called ASNPP, in the Russian legal entity. Also, he invented the new method, the new approach of winding for electric motors, which is the combination of the two windings, delta and star winding in one. And he called it combined winding technology Slavyanka. Let's talk about the advantages this Slavyanka technology has over the rivals. First, it saves up to 40% of electric energy comparing to the normal electric motor without this technology, and reduced production cost by 30%. We were able to obtain this figure, the reduced production cost. How? By exactly eliminating the permanent magnets from the construction, basically from the electric motor. So Dmitry Duyunov came up with such an innovative winding. So this winding, this motor, electric motor, they do not use permanent magnets. So we don't need to buy the permanent magnets as our raw materials, and our costs go down. Also, we have improved service reliability factor of 2.5. As well, we strive to solve as much environmental issues as possible. And actually, thankfully to this, thanks to this technology, we are going to save a lot of electric energy, which is produced annually. And because also the production of electric energy in the world today is one of the most harmful factors affecting our environment on our planet Earth. Actually, using this motor year by year, generation after generation, will help reduce our global environmental impact over this planet. So this innovation is incredible, and it's actually has been proved to work much better than normal ordinary induction motors. Also, as you know, a lot of countries are moving towards IE3 and IE4, which are the highest energy efficiency classes, comparing to just the basic classes IE1 and IE2. So Duyunov's electric motors have the highest energy efficiency class, once again IE3 and IE4, and thus they can solve a lot of global environmental issues in the world today. This company, this technology has obtained a lot of patents. Over 20 patents have been already obtained up to date. And also all these patents you can study online. You just go to solargroup.pro, just log in in your back office, go to the section for the partners, and there you can download the test protocols, these patents, all the necessary links, and also download the presentations, which will be available to you for the Duyunov's Motors project and for the Solar Group company, and also presentation about the partnership program, how you can participate as a partner, not only as an investor. So even if you're just a partner, you can already start earning passive and income by attracting more and more participants and investors to the project, which will invest by crowd investing into this project. On our website, of course, we also have the technology tests available from various universities done and performed with this electric motor with combined winding Slavyanka. We have test protocols from University of Bologna in Italy, from University in Düsseldorf in Germany, University of Belgrade in Russia, and also University of Bangkok in Thailand. thanks to our production partner, Mr. Viktor Aristov, we were able to test also our production motor in Thailand. Moreover, we have licensed winding specialists. More than 100 licensed winding specialists are working today as we speak in Russia and in the neighboring countries. They're actually involved in this business of modernizing the existing electric motors to the motors with combined winding technology, Slavyanka. So they have very happy, very satisfied clients, these winding specialists. And actually, we have heard the stories that once the motor has been modernized, actually, this client doesn't go back again to you. It means that this motor goes on and on and on, and they do not fail. They continue working as planned. We have also tested and rolled out some operating models and some prototypes already, such as first Russian electric car Zeta, which was actually shown to Russian President Mr. Vladimir Putin back in 2017. So you can imagine already 4 years ago, this technology was already there, was already presented to the great general public. We have also presented the special motor for the trolley bus in Kiev, which we modernized this trolley bus. Also, it was used in the mining electric locomotive called ERA with Duyunov motors, as well as electric bikes with the Duyunov hub motor was presented in various exhibitions and demonstrations, and Duyunov hub motor on Irbis scooter, as well as Duyunov motor, hub motor for wheelchairs. So it's also good for medical applications. Duyunov hub motor is actually very, very popular model, popular approach, not yet really serially produced, but it also has a lot of advantages, such as power, improved power, reduced price, and improved reliability of this product. Hub motor was tested for electric bicycle, for electric scooter, as well as for electric car. Even this four-wheeled car used hub motors based on the Slavyanka technology. We have also demonstrated in September 2019 during our international conference of Solar Group in Moscow, Russia. We have demonstrated this Renault Twizy prototype, as well as Renault Kangoo was demonstrated in other events. Also, it's using our electric motor, as well as in public transport. We have demonstrated the example of this trolley bus with the Slavyanka electric motor, which has become more dynamic and more efficient in terms of power consumption. Electric locomotive ERA also uses the electric motor based on Slavyanka technology. Also, we are already serially producing via our production partner based in Weihai in China, Mr. Viktor Aristov, with his company called ASPP Weihai China. Already he produces the several models of electric motor, namely DA90S, DA100S, DA100SL, and DA112SL. And I think one more new model, which is not presented here in this slide, is being produced now as we speak. Also, in terms of our dealers, in Russia, we have a dealer called Molnio Motors, which already produced some first examples of the products, finished products with our technology, which is a Pikman, small pickup car, and also the Rush motor with Rush bicycle with motor DA90S. Please pay attention, it's fully electric vehicles. It's not hybrid, it's not, part petrol or part diesel and part electric motor. No, it's fully electric vehicles or fully electric bicycles or motorcycles. So it's fully electric technology, which will help alleviate a lot of environmental issues which are present in our world today. So as I mentioned, we have the production partner based in China because the production cost is lower there, and the base for production we already found it several years ago. So we collaborate with this company called ASPP Weihai Technology. You can go online, the website is as-pp.asia. as-pp.asia, you can go, you can find all the contact details of this company. Moreover, if you want to test it in your home, in your office, or in your work, any of this motor or any of the scooter or electric car, even with which Mr. Viktor Aristov produces, you can contact this company directly and order these products from him. So you will not have any intermediary. You will order directly from the producer, which means you can make a good margin in your own country where you can distribute, you can become the distributor and also the dealer for these products. Once you get to know about the technological specifics, and once you have the service center, once you have the knowledge and understanding how it works, once you're ready, please contact Mr. Victor Aristov. You can work and collaborate with him directly in order to set up your own company in your own country, for example, and develop, distribute this technology and make money already from today, from tomorrow. Our official representatives and dealers of SOLMASH company is a company called Steam in Russia, and the second company, Molnio Electric Motors. Both of these companies are also, you can get in contact with them, you can get additional information in terms of what they produce, what they're doing, what their innovative products are, and how to order these products, or how to become their distributor in your own region, in your own country. Right now, with the project is already in the stage 15, and already in several days it will go to the stage 16 out of total stages 20. We have overall number of stages, which is 20. Right now, we're almost at our final stage of the project overall of this investment project called Duyunov Motors. So we set up first goal to reach this number of $50 million collected as crowd investment. And already we have collected, according to the statistics, according to what I've heard from my colleagues, is around $30 million already. Already, which this project was initially planned for 3 years, but with the pandemic and the economic situation last year, and also it has been postponed to this year. So it should be completed by 2021, and the construction is planned to be completed by May 2022. So by next year, in May or early summer, we should already be seeing innovative center already standing and already operating, which means it will start generating profits, it will start generating revenues for its employees and also for the shareholders, of course. And you can become the SOLMASH shareholder. How exactly? You can first invest into the Solar Group shares. You can buy Solar Group shares already today. The minimum package is $500, and for some countries it's $100. And then you just keep these shares until the time in the future when the SOLMASH will become a joint stock company. And once the SOLMASH, which is Russian enterprise, will become the joint stock company, all of the owners of the Solar Group shares will become, once they have a verified account, they will become automatically these also shareholders of the SOLMASH joint stock company, which is a really amazing opportunity to be involved in and to be part of. So the goal of attracting investment is actually, as I've mentioned, the construction of the SOLMASH Innovative Center, which is located in Zelenograd city. It's just in the bounds of the Moscow city, located in Russia, in the free economic area called Technopolis Moscow, which I will show you in a bit later on. I hope till now it's clear. Please write anything in chat if you want to ask a question, or if you want me to elaborate some more details on any of these specifics. Also, how the SOLMASH capital is structured. It's structured in this way that 49.5% is owned by the company Solar Group, which we are all part of, which we all own collectively. 40% is owned by company ASNPP, which is a Russian legal entity, not to be confused and not to be confused with ASPP Weihai, which is a Chinese legal entity, Chinese company. And 10.5% is owned by management of SOLMASH, making a total of 100% of capital of SOLMASH company, which will become joint stock company in the future. So you will ask maybe what will SOLMASH will make a profit from? So and the plan is to actually to service the manufacturers, to service some production or industry companies or any other type of customer who want to develop the new type of electric motor. And when the customer needs new type of electric motor, this customer will ask SOLMASH to develop such electric motor for them. And for this kind of service, for this kind of innovation and technological breakthrough, these companies, this kind of clients are willing to pay a big amount of money. It can amount up to $50 million and even more in some cases. For example, such huge companies as Siemens or BMW or other examples we can name, once they needed to develop the new electric motors, this is around the cost which they looked at. in order to completely design from scratch and design and put into operation the production for the new electric motor. So we're talking about the blueprints and documentation and all the tests performed for this new electric motor for each separate individual client. It will be customized for their requirements, for their technical specification, for their technical task, according to where they will use this motor, in which equipment it will be used, under which conditions it will be used, and then we can present to them fully prepared documentation package with already prepared approach how the production should be in this case. If you talk about investor now, what the investor will get, the investor will be getting the share certificate. Of course, he will be getting the share certificate, which he can download or he can order to be sent to his home or office by normal mail. This is number one, the first document. And the second document is, of course, the investment agreement. Investment agreement is comprised is made up in English and Russian languages. Both have same legal validity. And also it has, if I'm not mistaken, you need to look through the various details of conditions of this agreement and read it for yourself. It's all the rights and obligations of investor, both and all of the client is written there in that document. So you need to get acquainted with it, and it will be the document under which you will be able to exchange your Solar Group shares to the future enterprise joint stock company SOLARMASH shares of this enterprise. The two possibilities you have how to benefit from owning the Solar Group shares. First, you can just wait to have these shares and sell it at a higher price in the future. This is number one. And number two, of course, you can sit on your shares and get dividends in the future once the dividends will be distributed, once the net profit will be distributed among all the shareholders of the SOLARMASH joint stock company. And of course, all of you know examples of huge technological giants or IT companies which made a lot of revenues over the last years. And they just started as a smaller companies, maybe 15, 20 years back. Had you bought the shares of any of these four companies written here, for example, you could have, you could have doubled, tripled, and multiplied your capital over and over again. And also, if you just invested $1,000 or $5,000 into any of these companies, you would become, of course, for example, starting from Google, Apple, and Alibaba, you would become maybe even a billionaire or millionaire already by this time. So it's worthwhile. This worthwhile technology will, there is all the potential to have some breakthrough growth in terms of market capitalization of the future SOLARMASH company as well. It's not to say that it will increase 47 times or 10,000 times or 68,000 times or 3 million or almost 4 million times in the market value, but it's possible. Anything is possible. I think it can increase from several times over, or it can increase 1,000 times over. We just need to wait and see, but there's full potential for all these possibilities, in my personal opinion. Numbers, we are looking at more than 250,000 participants already. This figure 200,000 participants is already all outdated. We have now almost 300,000 participants all over the world from more than 190 world countries. So in every region, almost in every continent in the world, in all the countries, we have the partner, either partner or also investor in the project. So we are huge in numbers, and we are very diversified in terms of where our investors are living in the world. So they are both in Russia and abroad, and a lot of, I think almost half of the investors and partners are living abroad of Russia. So we don't have any political or economic risk associated with just one country, but it's rather spread across all over the globe actually. So what has been done in terms of using the investors' money, in terms of what have we bought for our laboratory and other equipment? We have actually equipped very well our testing area. The test bench equipment have been bought. We have bought the production line to test out the first batch of motors. We have already certified our laboratory according to the Russian standards. We have obtained this document, which I think we are almost the first or any existing, the only existing laboratory which is testing out the electric motors in Russia today. Can you imagine that? So I think in a short while, even the big corporations, big companies will come to SOLMASH and say, please, can you test our new motor or our existing motors in your laboratory? If it's not already, if it's not yet happening, I think we need to inquire Mr. Dmitry Duyunov and ask him whether it's already happening or not. I think the answer will be it's confidential, but still, resident SOLMASH is already the full resident of the special economic area called Technopolis Moscow, located just outside of Moscow in a special economic zone. It has the construction site there of our innovative center. We have obtained the land plot. We are renting it out from authorities there in the free economic zone Technopolis Moscow. The land plot is of 2.1 hectare, which is used for construction right now. So our equipment, everything will be there. The innovative center will be on this land plot. And the good thing about this project is that once we have completed the construction of our innovative center, hopefully by May 2022, we will be able, the SOLMASH company will be able to purchase it from the authorities and put it on its balance sheet. So you can imagine, and the best thing of this part is the cherry on top of the cake is that you can buy, we will be able to buy this land plot at just 1% of its market share. Can you imagine that? So this is a huge, it will be huge evaluation of the assets in the balance sheet thanks to this, to this possibility, which is already written in the rent agreement with the Moscow authorities. This is the 3D rendering of how exterior of innovative center will look like. We'll have 3 stories building, including the personnel, production, testing area, everything you need to design and to design and test the prototypes and test the real motors, electric motors, and to test the first batch of motors for individual customers. Our project achievements also include the new patterns have been developed. We have developed internally some electric controllers for electric motors. We have already started mass production thanks to our production partner in China. And also we are partnering with Weihai administration, which is administration in Weihai city, also in China. As I told, we already produced the line of models, range of several models of electric models in China. We collaborate with various partners from all different countries. They've already visited our grounds in Russia and also suggested some, there are already some preliminary contracts have been signed with potential customers, which will be our customers in the future. As I mentioned, the project's geographical reach is very, very wide. We are present in a lot of countries in the world. About the latest news, I can share with you, of course, that we will pass in just a couple of days on this next, already 16th investment stage of the investment project Duyunov Motors. So hurry up if you haven't done it yet. You can just buy the investment package. It starts from $500, payable even over 10-month period. So you can pay $50 at a month. In some countries, it's reduced to $100 package, and you can pay monthly as low as just $10 per month for your package during 10 months, and you will have your package completely paid out. Then, of course, we have larger packages of $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $5,000, and so on, up to maximum, I think it's $150,000 US. Also, we are expecting, once the internal exchange will be launched. Once the internal exchange will be launched, the company will be able, to open up the platform through which all the investors of the project who have the Solar Group shares will be able to sell partly or all of their shares in this internal exchange. As far as I understand right now, the plan is that to open up this internal exchange so you can already make some profit based on your investments. So if you had, for example, the package of $1,000, you will be able to sell it, I don't know, many times more, hopefully, because one share, it will not anymore cost 0.00 something like $6 or $7, but it will cost maybe around $1, maybe more, maybe less, but in any case, it will cost much, it will be valued, in my personal opinion, much more than it's valued today. The price where you can buy it, when you can buy it, at which you can buy this share today. So I think it's a great thing and great opportunity to consider about investing in this project, in this company, investing in Dmitry Duyunov's team and his innovative technology, because it's very important to have the right people in the right time, in the right place. I think in Zelenograd we have the right team, the great team of Solmash. They are engineers, they are specialists in various areas. We have our construction team working 24/7 in order to build this innovative center as planned till May 2022. As you might have seen in our YouTube channel, Duyunov's Motors, already some updated videos of the construction works going day and night there. We're already preparing all the ground for the cementation works, for our fundament to be constructed, for the innovative center to be built up then based on this fundament, also from this base. And also I think the right place, it's Technopolis Moscow, is the free economic area. We have tax advantages, we have some bureaucratic advantages, we have advantages for good labor there, and we have advantages that we can buy out the land plot for just 1% of its market value in a short while. So I think it's a lot of advantages which we can sum up as a good place, and also good time because dear viewers, in our in this time, maybe during 5 or 10 years time, all over the world the governments are moving, actually hurrying up to block diesel and petrol-based technology, petrol-based vehicles, and also to push towards the electric future, towards electric motors, towards electric equipment everywhere we can see. Either it's the transport, public transport, any type of machinery, the power stations, you name it. I think a lot of technology will be moving towards electric technology as we move toward greener and recyclable energy already today. So I think this is a good timing, good place, good people. Everything comes together to have a great outcome. So please, if you have any questions, you can ask them now. Please be active on these webinars, because we try to give as much information as possible, and it depends on you, dear viewers, dear participants and partners. In case you ask questions which interest you, we'll be able to give you adequate and correct response. And also don't forget that we always have online chat. It's open during normal business hours in Moscow. I think it's still from 9 a.m. in the morning till 12 p.m. in the evening, Moscow time. Don't forget about that, from Monday till Friday. So the online chat is not working on Saturday and Sunday, but we have Telegram chat, Telegram support bot, which can you can write there. You can write also any of your questions, technical or otherwise related to the project, question to solargroup.en@solargroup.pro. The email again is support.en@solargroup.pro, support.en@solargroup.pro, and there you can just ask the support team the questions that you want to ask, and also you can write an inquiry to them, and they will be able to give you exact answer about your payment, or about the package, or about the reactivation of package, and so on. So I think it's a good possibility to be in contact. Also, don't forget that in the back office at solargroup.pro we always have possibility to download the materials. Also, you can share the you can actually share the news there. Ciao, Elena. And also we can you can share the news there. You can share the announcements on the back office in order to for example, invite your friends, your acquaintances into this project. This link will already contain your referral link, so you don't need to worry about whether this person will go into your structure or to the other structure. Also, we have great news that today also we have also participant Ms. Elena Lozada, who just received in the structure of Ms. Lozada. We have, of course, countries from Latin America, and our speaker from in Spanish for Peru, Mr. Massimiliano Rossini, has become the expert, and our great esteemed partner of the project, Mr. Lumin Diaz, has become a professional. So great work. Thank you very much, Ms. Elena. It's thanks to your efforts as well. And I thank you to all of your participants for your efforts. Don't forget that we have the partner race, which is a topic of our other webinar, but still you can use this information for the good. The partner race is just over. I think just wait in the back office for some new race will be published for sure. I think I'm 99% sure of that. And the partner race was for all partners who wanted to reach the next level. For example, I'm a specialist, I want to become a master, or I'm a master, I want to become an expert or professional. So once you reach the next level, you receive some remuneration, some bonus, some recognition from the company, and also some additional shares. I think it's a great way to promote the project, great way to obtain more partners in your structure, and great overall possibilities. So keep updated with the news, share and subscribe to our channels, Duyunov's Motors, Duyunov's Webinars, where we have all our webinars. In the past, we have webinars in Spanish language, in Hindi, in English, all in any other languages which are available in the back office, in Bulgarian and German and French and so on. Also keep up with our meetings, online and offline meetings both. If you want to organize some meeting in your country, just don't hesitate, write to your national representative or write to company support directly and suggest that you want to organize this and that meeting in that country, and we will look at it attentively and give our feedback in case it's possible. For sure, I think we'll organize any meeting after understanding that it will be interesting for the local participants, local partners in that particular country. So thank you for your questions. Let me just check on YouTube if you have any if you mentioned anything in the chat. No, not yet. It's not mentioned yet. In any case, I thank you very much for your attention. I want to share with you one short video, and then we can close this webinar today. We can call it a day. I hope everyone's safe and you're working either safely or working from home, which is even better option in my opinion. And also keep up with the news, and also have a great evening. Thank you for participating in this webinar.